watching the SCAC Player of the Week interviews. It's week 10 of the SCAC women's basketball season, and today we're joined by the SCAC women's basketball Player of the Week, senior guard Lauren Fulenwider of the Southwestern University Pirates. And Lauren, congratulations and thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you.
Lauren, you and the rest of your Pirate teammates now 8-7 on the season, 4-3 in SCAC play, but this team has really started to find its stride as the season's gone on. 6-3 over your last 9 games, including putting together a 3-game road SCAC win streak this past week, the first of its kind since the 18-19 season. Just sort of your thoughts on where this team is at as we really jump into the heart of league play, and do you feel like you've started to really find your stride and gain some confidence as a group?
For sure. Our starting 5 has really started to gel together really well. I feel like we create a really good spark in the very beginning of the game. And then we got a few really good bench players that come in and continue that spark. And I think our rotations are pretty good. And, people are gelling together with different rotations, and practice is getting competitive, more competitive. It's starting to look way better than it did at the beginning of the season. We started off kind of rough, and it was nice to get 3 road wins like that.
Lauren, individually, you were absolutely outstanding last week, shooting a blistering 56.4% from beyond the arc, 22 of 39 to lead the Pirates to 3 SCAC road wins, including an SCAC record performance, 10 made threes on the road in that win over Centenary to go along with a career high 32 points that night. Just sort of take me through your individual game right now. How much confidence are you playing with, and what was key to your success out there on the floor for the Pirates?
Well, the reason I play with that kind of confidence is purely because my coach has the confidence in me, and my teammates have that confidence in me. They want to get me the ball, and I appreciate that, belief, and that it helps so much to have teammates that believe in you and coaches that will give you the green light like that. But yeah, that's just shots outside of practice, and I was prepared to, attempt that many. So, yeah.
Individually, you've just been outstanding from long range, as I mentioned, Lauren. An SCAC leading 46.4% on the season. You hit an SCAC high 64 threes on the year. I want to go back to that SCAC record performance, specifically in the win over Centenary. As I mentioned, 10 made threes on the night, a new SCAC record. As a shooter, as someone who, is such a threat from the outside, at what point did you kind of get the sense, okay, wow, this is a chance to be a special night? Was it at some point during warmups, on the way, to the arena? Was it maybe once you saw that first or second shot? And what is it as a shooter that, when it starts to feel good, it really gives you confidence there?
Well, I approach each game the same. I want to win every game, and so my routine is the same for each game. I guess during the game, I'm always a pretty streaky shooter. So if I know if I miss a couple, I'm about to make a few. And when I make one, there's a good chance I'm going to make the second one. So with that in mind, and then I honestly didn't even know that I was close to the record until my coach, I think it was maybe the fourth quarter, end of the third, was like, "You're at 8." And I was like, "Oh man, okay." And so I wasn't even aware of the record until the very, very end. And he was drawing up plays for me to get my 9th and my 10th. And once I got my 9th, everyone was going crazy. I could really feel the tension. And it seemed like everyone in the gym kind of knew what was going on. And so after my 9th 3, I think it took 3 attempts for me to get my 10th. And those attempts were awful. I think I airballed one of them. I could really feel everyone's eyes on me. So I ended up getting my 10th, I think, with under a minute left to go in the game. So I was really happy that Grothy really wanted me to get that 10th, and my teammates were wanting to get me the ball. It was really great. It was a great game.
As a senior on this team, you talk about the confidence that you start to play with. How much does that confidence help you in terms of your leadership role with this group? Obviously, so much has happened over the last couple of years, and the adversity that you and your teammates have had to face, and even this season with the shifting of schedules and just having to constantly be mentally and physically prepared to go each and every day, whether it's for practice or rescheduling of games, whatever it might be. How have you as a senior embraced that role, and how have you seen your role change over the course of your time at Southwestern?
It has definitely helped me handle pressure way better than I ever have, I think, because I think this year I finally realized, like pressure is a privilege and it's an honor for my teammates, for me to have my teammates believe in me and um, want me to lead them. And I don't take that lightly. That's something that I focus on every single day. I try to be the same person every day. And because I know that they're all looking at me, and that's just leading by example. So,
In order to wrap things up, looking ahead to this weekend, you and the rest of your teammates back at home in action as you take on the University of Dallas, the team you just came off a road win against last week. How difficult is it to face an opponent for the second time in less than a week? What will be key for you and your teammates to just try to continue to build on this momentum you've gained over the last couple of games?
yeah, I mean, our scout will likely be pretty similar to the last game since it's so close. I know that they're going to be even hungrier for that win, being that we beat them in a close game, and that win did not come easy at all. It was a fight the whole way. I was being face guarded the entire game. All of my shots that I took were extremely difficult, and they were hard and but very rewarding whenever they went in. And I'm excited to see how they're going to play us again, if they're going to, do the same game strategy or not. But whatever they're going to do, we're going to be prepared for it.
Native of Abilene, Texas, and this week's SCAC Women's Basketball Player of the Week for Week 10, senior guard Lauren Fulenwider of the Southwestern University Pirates. Lauren, again, congratulations on your honor and best of luck as you continue to march forward throughout your senior season.
Thank you, sir.